All right, what's happening, beautiful people of YouTube? It is a day of football. I've got the Commanders game on right now, Commanders Eagles. Obviously, we've got some college football playoffs on as well later, Oregon and JMU. Appreciate y'all being here with us. Today's stream is going to be strictly a business stream, really, okay? We're just going to get through all the questions on the website and do our absolute best to help you guys feel set up and ready to go for week 16. A lot of y'all are in those semifinals. Appreciate y'all being here with us. Do me a favor, go ahead and hit that like button to show some love. If you want to enter today's giveaway, all you have to do is like the stream and type week 16, all one word, no spaces. As I'm watching Josh Johnson throw it to Terry McLaurin. Would love to know the status of your guys' playoffs as well, but quickly, Drake London is going to play in this game. At least that's all the reports. All the reports are that he's going to be out there. They expect him to play. And look, this is a guy who was really like on pace to finish top 5 as a receiver. He really was their offense. He was functioning as the engine of their entire offense. He'll be back out there. I know it's not Michael Penix, it's Kirk Cousins. But quite frankly, in all the leagues that I have Drake London, I don't have a good enough backup option to not put him out there. You guys might. When I look at my rankings for this week, I have Drake London, I believe, right in the mid-teens. I did, but unfortunately, they removed him from my rankings. So let me add him back in again. I'd have him right around Jacoby Myers here, right around 15. Okay, the Jennings, the Suttons you could consider, but Michael Wilson I'm gonna have to move down because we have an active Marvin Harrison Jr. I like both of their matchups though. Okay, Marvin Jr. was taken out as well, but I like both of their matchups against Atlanta. They should have a great opportunity to go out there and showcase what they got. So I put them right there in that D tier with the Tets, the DKs, the Wandales. But I do think London's a playable name. Obviously, I understand it if you have a better option. If you have a better option, you don't need to worry about it. I would be a little bit concerned about Kyle Pitts, personally. You know, we even had the head coach come out this week and say, yeah, Kyle Pitts was playing kind of the Drake London role. So he kind of openly admitted that, look, we have a role here to be the feature, and Kyle Pitts kind of took it because Drake London was out there. I don't think you can sit him unless you have a clear better option. You know, looking at my tight end rankings here on the week, I would probably play Fannin over him. Outside of that, I probably wouldn't change too much up there. Probably wouldn't switch it up too much. And then Josh Jacobs is playing tonight. Now, they're saying he will be on a snaps restriction. Now, don't forget, that was the case last week as well. He only played 55% of the snaps, only had 15 touches, but he ended up scoring 2 touchdowns. So, this is a player that it's going to be difficult for a lot of us to sit. I mean, I'm in the semis in a Dynasty League, and I have him there currently in the lineup. You know, I could sit him, but if I sat him, it would be for like a Judkins or Michael Carter. I'm not personally willing to do that, but of course you guys have to make the decisions that are best for you. In the Flock League, in case anybody cares, it's going to be close. It's going to be close. Really need Woody Marks to be out there and active, but we got 30 from Matthew Stafford, which is great, but Ken Walker, so annoying. This is the week that Ken Walker decides to do something. I mean, I would have taken any of his matchups in the last, like, 4 weeks. Sheesh. I mean, there's been, like, 3 times that he's killed someone, and this is one of those weeks, which is annoying. Also, in a Superflex home league, I had to face him, which was double fun. So, definitely not ideal. But, hey, as we found out last week in the Flock League, the matchups are not over after Thursday Night Football. Remember, Sammy came back from the Kyle Pitts 40 burger and ended up winning his matchup. Again, I appreciate y'all being here with me. I will do a giveaway at the end of the stream. All you have to do is like the stream and type week 16. You do need to know that this will be the last stream. I'll be live this week. Won't be live before the games tomorrow, but you can submit questions on the site afterwards. If there is something that you desperately need help with, I'll be on the back end there, replying to questions and helping y'all out. I just need to let y'all know that if you want to prioritize your questions, you can do that through the Flock Fantasy website. And I will put a link in the chat for you guys to submit your questions if you want to. Let me grab that link here. Okay. Here you go. You can submit questions in the chat there. I'll go ahead and pin that comment for you. Okay. Let's jump in. AJ 215 at quarterback. It's either Brissett or Josh Allen. You can't sit Joshy. At running back, interesting options here. I feel like this is Taylor and Henderson. I do like Carter and Marks this week, though. At receiver, see that there's no Rashee Rice this week. That is another update I should let y'all know about. I did go ahead and put Xavier Worthy into that top 35-ish range, right there at 34. Really tough call this week, but he should be featured. And Gardner Minshew's no scrub. You know, he's a good backup. Hollywood Brown is not the worst, like, Hail Mary desperation play either. Of course, it could be Juju. That would be hilarious, wouldn't it? But in this scenario, I think London is your best option. So I would be playing him there. Okay. I'm going to go Josh Allen, like I said earlier. Henderson and Taylor. I think it just reset. Sorry. At wide receiver, I'm going to go Wandale and London. You've got McBride. And then in your last flex spot, that's a tough call. I think I lean Marks there if he's healthy and he's playing. But if they think he's going to be restricted and he's on a snap count, I think I go Carter. I don't know that I can trust Jalen Waddle with Quinn Ewers. We just have not seen any evidence that we can. Appreciate you, man. Golden Tarot says, full PPR. Other guy has Jackson Dart as quarterback. Stay with Wandale as a hedge, assuming Swift is out. Swift is playing, I believe. I haven't heard any news about Swift not playing. He's active and he's ready to go. At running back, wow, you have a lot of options. Let's go Taylor, and then let's go Jacobs. At wide receiver, hopefully you started A.J. Brown today. That would have been my choice. You could have seen that in my rankings on the site. Wandale Robinson, you got Kelsey there. And then in your flex spot, I would probably go Harvey. That's how I'd roll it out. And I wish you the best of luck, my friend. I'm not really worrying about what the other guy has. All my concerns are, you know, starting the best lineup possible. Aiden says, I was versus Puka. Win now forecast 38%. Need ceiling. I'm thinking Pittman, Samuel, Carter, Judkins. Okay. Well, you're going to play Jared Goff. Not going to sit any of those receivers. I'm not going to sit any of these receivers that you have here. Is Kincaid going to play? Do we have any update on Kincaid? Off the injury report. Okay. It's risky, but he is an important part of that offense. And you don't have a better options there. Your last flex spot. I just don't know that Pittman has true upside with Phil Rivers. I could be wrong. I just don't know that he has true upside. I think Carter is the upside here as a starter in that matchup. I don't trust Pittman if you're going for upside personally, but make a call that's, you know, you got some conviction in, obviously. Jay will injure neck, worried he won't start. It's already been cleared that he will. I'm playing Lamar Jackson here at running back. We're going to play Jonathan Taylor as well as Javonte Williams. He is playing. He is in there. Obviously, Amon-Ra and Jason are going to start for you. Travis Kelce. And then in your last flex spot, Swift and Carter are close. I have them back to back, oddly enough. There's been more reason to trust Carter over the course, Swift over the course of the year. So that's probably where I'm going to lean there, man. That's tough. And then obviously you'll put Swift into that RB spot instead of your flex. Okay. What's up, Guiyong? We have a 3rd and long for Jalen Hurts, and he rolls out and gets the first. Flex angst with Rico worries me. If JJ out, maybe Wilson. Okay. Well, you're gonna start Jacoby Brissett. I'm personally starting Rico over Judkins. You got to do what's best for you, but Judkins, it's been really difficult to trust him at all whatsoever. You know, last 2 games hasn't scored over 10 points, has gotten all the volume. There's been, you know, if you look at that sample size of his last 7 games, only 2 of them haven't been a bust. So I find it difficult to trust him. I will put Rico in there. Do you have to start Jalen Waddle? Well, looks like maybe you do. I wish you the best of luck. That's not fun. Colby Parkinson didn't work out this week. I mean, we acknowledged it could be a big rug pull. But then in your flex spot, I don't think you have better flex options than Carter and Judkins anyway. So those guys are going to go in there. Unless you submit the lineup wrong. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That's a start 9. That's how I'd play it out. Yeah. Hard to trust Debo and Johnston, and Debo's already playing right now. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the question. All right, 2nd and 10. Dotson with the catch. Durat, what's up, man? Says, love your channel. Got me to the playoffs. Appreciate you, man. Glad we can help. Yeah, Aaron Jones. Honestly, I probably would play Jones over Woody at this point, just with the amount of questions that we have around his availability. You know Jones is going to be out there against the Giants. It's a great matchup, so I'm fine with that. At receiver, I'm going to go Godwin there. At wide receiver 2. At tight end, looks like Warren's your only option. Then you've got 2 flex spots, which I would give to Woody Marks. And what did Emmanuel Wilson do last week? I'm trying to remember in that split. Not much at all. They had Chris Brooks as well playing. I don't think Wilson's a legitimate option. I wish that we had no Christian Watson so I could tell you to play Reed, but him and Watson they're both flipping a coin, and the coin might not even be a good coin, if that makes sense. Like, there's no guarantees to either of those names. Who does Shakir play? Shakir against Cleveland. Oh, such a low floor. I think I'd probably put Jaden Reed in there. I'll probably go Jaden Reed here, my friend. I wish you the best of luck. McLovin at quarterback. We're going to go Dak. You got Jacobs, Etienne, nice. We're going to play Mike Evans. At tight end, can't play Waller this week. Laporta's on IR. We'll go Gadsden. And then in your last flex spot, I'll probably go RJ Harvey now that he's healthy and ready to go with no limitations. Appreciate you, man. McLovin's back. I am going to play Lamar Jackson still. If you want to go Purdy, I guess I'll say this. Like, if it's a 6-point passing touchdown league, I would go Purdy. If it's a 4-point, then I would go Jackson. At receiver 2, it's either Waddle or Marvin. I lean Marvin there in a really good matchup. Although I'm playing against him and I hope that he busts. Just going to be honest with you. In your flex spots, Burden is out, unfortunately. He would have been in serious consideration for me. These flex spots are tricky. Before the game, I probably would have said Debo and Dowdle. But I will say, if Woody Marks is not active, I'd probably play Nick Chubb against the Raiders. So that's how I'll play this if you haven't already played Debo. Let's go Nick Chubb unless Woody is active. And if Woody is active, then you can play Waddle and just put him in there and hope for the best. All right, what's up, C-Mac here? At quarterback, well, hopefully you're starting McCarthy because Marcus Mariota is out of the game with an injury. At receiver, we're going to go Wan'Dale here. And then Pittman. I'm not obsessed with any of these options. And then in your last flex spot, yeah, Estimate is probably your best bet there, but it's not fun at all. Good luck, my friend. What's up, Tariq? Waller or Theo. Also Vikings or Chiefs D. I will go Chiefs D there. You've got a good lineup here. At tight end, I'm going Theo. I don't trust Waller with Quinn Ewers at quarterback. I'm not changing anything else about this lineup. I'm still going to keep Michael Wilson in there with an active Marvin Harrison. Party Brock, what's up, man? He's got Brissett, Genty, Hampton. Yeah, I don't want to play Genty, but I think he is your clear best option. Yeah, I have very low expectations for Genty, but I do think he's your best option. At receiver here with no Rice, the only player who's active is Jalen Coker. I mean, but yeah, that's tough, man. I wish you the best of luck there. That's not fun. Looks like you played Goddard. He got a touchdown today. Congratulations. Wish you the best of luck, my friend. All right, PPAV here at quarterback. These can't be your best options. It's a dynasty league, so maybe they are. I'd go Rodgers if you have to play one of them. And then in your last flex spot, probably Michael Carter. Yeah, we'll go Michael Carter here. If Woody is not active, then I guess Josh Downs? Jeez, that would be awful. Let's hope Woody is active. You and me both, my friend. Okay, Nadester says playing versus McCaffrey, McBride, James Cook, J-Mo Pickens. Okay, you haven't given me a quarterback to choose from. I'll flex RJ Harvey of all these options. We've got Loveland there too. Playing versus McCaffrey, McBride, James Cook. Okay, right. I like this lineup. Loveland should be a good play without, those receivers being active. Harvey is the one I'm flexing there. I don't know who your quarterback options are, so I will just show you my quarterback rankings for the week, and then you can make your own decision. Because you haven't given me any options there. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the question. All right. Michael, starting Lamar Jackson, Tyrone, Bucky, Puka, Egbuka, McBride. In the flex spot, not a lot of clear options here. Maybe Estime. I don't even think Jordan's startable if Chubb is healthy. You might have to go Estime and Shakir, man. That's tough. That's probably your best option. Michael's back here. It's a super flex league. At running back, we are going to go Dowdle. And then in your last flex spot, I don't think you can sit Jacoby Myers. So that's where I'm going to go there, my friend. Good lineup, though. Wish you the best of luck. Mr. Filthy Wubs. We've got Jalen Hurts, Achane, Bijan, Lamb, Michael Wilson. In the flex, I am going to start Jawan Jennings as well as Michael Carter. Wish you the best of luck. You've been with us all year. Yeah, appreciate you, man. Again, guys, we are going to do a giveaway today. All you have to do to enter the giveaway, very simple, is just like the stream and type week 16. This is your last chance to get a question answered on the live stream. And I'm probably not going to hang around for long today. So there's a lot of games on, a lot of things I want to do. So if you want to get your question answered, I would definitely suggest to go ahead and submit it through the Flock site. That is the pinned comment. You can see me with Fantasyland. I'll be answering all these questions today. But again, all you have to do to enter is type week 16 and like the stream. Those are the two simple steps. Okay. Let's see. We've got Romeo here. That's my nephew's name. He's got Achane. I'm going to go Harvey. Hopefully we can flex Aaron Jones. At receiver, I'd probably lean Egbuka here. It's close between him and Godwin. I hate that you have to make that decision. We'll flex Aaron Jones. And then our last flex spot for me is Marks if he's healthy. If not, we'll go Hampton. Appreciate you, man. Full tilt. Up 30 going into week 2 of the championship. Knox over Kincaid. At quarterback, I'm playing McCarthy there if those are your best options. I don't love those options, by the way. Stroud actually versus Vegas. I'm going to flip on that. That's why my rankings say that. Stroud versus Vegas. Trying to remember all these matchups. At RB2, Brees, Carter, and Warren are all really close if I remember properly in my rankings. We've got Brees at 24, Carter at 22. Yeah. Okay. I'm going Carter. At receiver, we're going to go Olave. Wow, have so many options there. I'm going to go Loveland of all the options you have there. I hate that you have to make this decision. I don't know how you sit Jameson Williams, man. Mel, why can't you use a website? What's the error with the website? Let me know. I'll let the devs know. Yeah, I mean, Jameson Williams is not a player that you can sit, but I don't know how you're supposed to fit all these guys into this lineup. It's actually frustrating me that we can't put Jameson in there. I just don't think you can sit Jameson. Then who are we going to sit? Olave? Seems silly to sit Olave. Jeez. That's crazy. It's honestly a coin flip here. This is the definition of a coin flip, my guy. I mean, maybe because you have so many good options, Mike Evans coming back from that injury, if you want to play it safer. But that's awful. Go with your gut there. All those guys are must starts for me. What's up, Port? Obviously, you're going to play McCaffrey. I would go Dowdle at RB2. At receiver, Higgins is out, right? Have we gotten that official questionable after full practice? So he actually will probably play. Did they automatically take his name out of my rankings? Yes, they did. Man, that is getting really frustrating. Okay. Yeah, I would say Higgins is a must start here. So we'll go Higgins. We will go London at tight end. If Waller is your best bet, fair enough, but look for another option with no Tua out there. At the flex spot, it's between McMillan and Wilson. I'll start Wilson. Will I? Yeah, I think I need to make that decision. That's a toughie. Port, I just answered the question, but the site reset. So when you get the time code, just go back. I answer your question, I promise. Drake May at quarterback 2, Joe Burrow. At running back, we're going to start, well, hopefully you started Ken Walker already. If you didn't, then it's going to be Carter and Genty. And by the way, I wouldn't have told you to start him with any confidence. I'm not going to fake that. We'll go Higgins and Sutton there. In your flex spot, we'll go Michael Wilson. How many flexes do you have? We'll go Michael Wilson. We'll go DJ Moore. And then Gainwell, unless you already started Ken Walker. Thanks for the question. What's up, Mr. Filthy Wubs? Would London expect to play? And Woody as a definite questionable? Who to sub? Okay, at quarterback, you've got Stafford. That's a good start to the week. Yeah, look, if Marks is playing, I'm playing him. If not, I'll play Michael Carter. At your last flex spot, I don't know if you've gone Terry or not. I would probably... I'll probably go Marks here. But you might have already played Terry. It's 3rd and 8. And the Eagles are going to punt it away. Kleinot, what's up? Says, need some advice on who to play this week. I'm going to play Dak Prescott here. We've got Bijan, JT, JSN, Lamb at tight end. This is probably Kelsey for me, but let me just double check. I got Kelsey at 16. That was before I knew Rice was out. I'll probably put Kelsey more at like 10. Yeah. In your flex spots, my gosh, how deep are your rosters, my guy? Goodness gracious, we have Henry, Genty. We have Henry. We have Genty. We've got London. Oh my gosh. Well, I'm going to play London. I think Wandale's your safest play after that. I'm going to go Wandale and Henry here to finish off, but that's tough, man. You have so many options. My gosh. Best of luck. What's up, Ram? Says, need help with my wide receiver flex spot this week. Do or die. At receiver, DJ Moore, Justin Jefferson, Jacoby Myers. I'll probably go Jacoby Myers here. Wide receiver 2. I'd throw in Michael Wilson there. At the flex spot, I'll go Tracy. And then the last flex would probably be McConkey. That's a tough one. You have a lot of really good options, man. Appreciate you and best of luck. The real PK's got McCarthy in there. Okay. If that's your best bet. That's your best bet. I'm playing Marvin over Justin Jefferson. In your flex spot, I guess you do play Jefferson here and hope for the best. And then I'll go Pittman. I want to say estimate, but it's tough. Baker, Bijan, Henry, Mike, London at tight end. We're going to play Harold Fannin. In your flex spot, we're going to play... Oh, wow. Oh, I'm not playing Henry over these guys this week. Okay, yeah, that makes this easier. I'll go Henderson and Bucky in the flex. It's close between Bucky and Jacoby, though. But I'm not playing Henry this week over those options that you've got there. Okay, ATJ says, have to sit one of the 4 considered. Okay. Let's see. At tight end, I'm going Fannin. And in your flex spots, we're going to play Etienne. And I don't think you can sit Olave. It's a pretty straightforward one, I'd say. You kind of have to live with the results, but those are your best bets there. What's up, Q? John says flexes are wide receivers, tight ends, and wide receivers running back. Assume JJ is out. Okay. We're going to play Jacoby Brissett. Josh Jacobs is not out. So we're going to play Christian McCaffrey. And we're going to come back and play Rico Dowdle. Again, Josh Jacobs is not out. We're going to play Olave here, Jennings, and then that last flex spot, probably Waddle if you have a shot to change it now. We'll play Harold Fannin there. In the flex, this is where you would play Michael Carter and Judkins. Wish you the best of luck, man. All right. What's up, B Stacking? At quarterback, we are going to play probably Purdy, but it's really close between these guys. They're 2 great options. Woody Marks, Tyrone Tracy. I'm not changing that, but if Woody is not playing, I will put Warren in. In your... Well, first off, we're going to play Higgins over Jefferson. I'm going to play Juwan Jennings over Jefferson. And then in your last flex spot... I actually think Warren's a safer play. Jefferson is like your high ceiling, like maybe he catches a 50-yard touchdown or something. But I think Warren is your safer play there if you're a favorite. Ben Sinnott with a nice little catch there. What's up, Albert? Welcome in. All right, Illegal Eclair. We've got Josh Allen. We've got CMC Jacobs. I'm playing Etienne over Jacobs, by the way. But let's see what your flex looks like. Oh. Probably got to play Fannin there. It's close between him and... Oh my gosh. You might actually be able to sit Jacobs here, but there's risk in it. I just want to... I want to be very clear. There is plenty of risk in sitting Josh Jacobs. Oh my gosh. Wow, this is probably the hardest question of the day. All right, we gotta pull the chat. All right, guys, who are you starting between Josh Jacobs, Mike Evans? Maybe, I don't think Kyle Pitts is a serious suggestion, but maybe Kyle Pitts, Michael Wilson. Let's help this guy out. That's about as close to this as a decision gets. If Jacobs was fully healthy and we didn't even have to have a conversation about his health, then it would be him. But obviously, that's not exactly the situation we're finding ourselves in right now. All right, the chat currently has... All right, let's get some more votes in the chat, because right now it's really close between Jacobs and Evans. Feels like a big game for Mike, though, for the division in Carolina. Feels like he's going to have a lot of options or opportunities. Right now, 50% of the chat is saying Mike Evans. It's kind of where I lean as well, but it's about as close as it gets. Yeah. We're going to go Mike there. The chat agrees. CJ Stroud or Brock Purdy? Brock Purdy. Yeah. That's not really a close one for me. Anything's possible, obviously, but I'll go Brock Purdy there. And I'm not changing anything else about this lineup. Best of luck. No other options other than Henry? Okay. IE says, what to do now that London is back, Pearsall's out. Well, I'm going to start Lamar Jackson, Bijan Gibbs, Amon-Ra, Nico at flex. Dude, what the hell am I... How am I supposed to answer these questions? I appreciate you being here, man, but... Oh my gosh. The way I view this question is there's a map on a table. So not a globe, but a map that is laid flat on the table. And I walk into a room blindfolded. And you tell me, point to the city of London. Brother. I have no idea. Okay. I'm probably going Jameson here and Henderson. It's insane that all these guys are on your bench. That's how I'd roll with it, but there's about a 10% chance I get this question right with the amount of options you have. You're what hurts at running back. I do think I need to play Jacobs here. At wide receiver, we're going to play Evans, Chase. Wow, at flex. This is another one of these questions where I'm basically blindfolded and you're asking me to point out a location on a map. Oh, geez. I guess Olave. I wanna say Pickens, but I'm gonna go Olave. All right, Bose said appreciate you. Thanks for all the help this year. Appreciate you, man. At wide receiver 3, I will go Egbuka, but it's close between the two, and I couldn't tell you who's going to outscore the other. I will go Warren there, assuming you can't play Barner. And then in your flex spot, Aaron Jones would be the bet for me. Good luck, Bose. Appreciate you. Bigsby looks like he's about to score a touchdown. Torn between Burrow, May, and Goff with Lions being at home. High implied team point total. I get that. I'm going to play Drake May. He's been the most consistent there, and he's going to get my vote. I'll go Henderson there at running back, and it depends on your flex. Oh my gosh. Yeah, this is another impossible question to answer. I feel like you got to play Jacobs, and then you're going to flex Henderson. But again, the percentage chance of me getting this exactly right is very low because you have so many players that should be in lineups. Good luck. Free money, what's up? At running back, I'm going to go Rico in the flex spot. Oh, wait, Jefferson? I'd play Egbuka over Jefferson. But if you got a gut feeling there, I'm not going to tell you not to start Jefferson. You got to make that decision for yourself. And then I'll flex Michael Carter. Again, if you want to ride or die with Jefferson, I get that. He's the best receiver in the league. I'm not going to tell you to not do that. All All right, Lord Alex here. Got Brissett, Taylor, Achane, Puka, Pickens. I'll go Warren there. Actually, Schultz. Schultz is a safer bet. At the flex spot, I am starting Marks and Egbuka. And if Marks is not out there, I'll start Genty. Don't love it. Don't love it. One more question left. Okay, in the tight end spot, we will go McBride, of course. And in the flex, I like Michael Wilson here. Aaron Jones is really close second. Appreciate you, man. Thanks for the question. Okay, that is going to be it for today, guys. Wanted to make it a short and sweet one. There's a big brawl in the Washington game. Huge brawl in the Washington game. Again, if you guys desperately need some questions answered, you can go to the website and ask me a question. But it's a family day here. There's a lot of football on, a lot of things your boys got to get done. So it was always going to be a short and sweet one. This is your last chance to enter the giveaway. I will make sure we do this giveaway. All you have to do to enter is like the stream and type week 16 with no spaces. And we currently have 13 entries to that. So I'll make sure we do that that giveaway here. Last chance to enter. Last chance to enter. I'll give you guys a couple seconds here. Well, why did this brawl break out in Washington? I don't understand. Okay, let's go ahead and spin the wheel. Again, short and sweet for today. Short and sweet for today. Appreciate y'all. Okay, so we're going to give away 2 start-sit vouchers. And the first one goes to Jay Balba. And the second one goes to, it looks like it's going to be your What Hurts, who's a good supporter of the show. All you guys have to do to claim those vouchers are DM me on Discord. There's my username on the screen for you. And then tell me your Flock Fantasy username. Appreciate y'all big time. Again, short and sweet. Lots of football to watch. Hopefully you guys get the dubs here in week 16. I'll make my last videos of the year in week 17. The start-sit videos. Those will be the last ones of the year. And I might do one stream next week. So I'll see you guys then. Appreciate you. Nothing but love.